Hello guys, welcome to another one of my Battle Breakers videos where we're going to be looking into the Venomous Deathmaul, the nature element version of the Deathmaul, the crazy hero and assassin. Speaking of crazy guys, that's you guys. Once again, a huge thanks to everyone out there using my supporter creator code Loka Hansen in the Epic Games launcher in the Battle Breakers game. Your support is mind-blowing, amazing. Remember that a portion of sales goes to me when you use my supporter creator code or link. So the Deathmaul Assassin is a crazy hero that has two special abilities that rotate, meaning that when you use one, the other become active. One attacking twice and then dealing crazy pains damage, mocking the target and dealing 60% more damage if the target is poisoned. The other ability attacking for even more damage, poisoning the target for, I believe it is 12 turns, doubling the amount of poison damage if the target has been marked by the first special ability. But the basic skills of the Venomous Deathmaul also poisons targets, and his passive allows him to make things bleed crazy and get mana back, and he has some team perks. Cool thing about him is that he has double strike and a very low cooldown ability with a low mana cost. His affinity points for attack is pretty decent, not like crazy, but his overall stats are pretty nice. What makes him very fun is his dual ability option and his ability to haste and increase special attack with his commander ability as well. But remember that after version 181.1 of Battle Breakers, all assassins poison with their basic attack, meaning that we don't need special abilities to do it. Now, the Deathmaul hero was available in the hero store for, I believe it was 5,000 magic tickets, and it will probably come back at some point for that, but it's not a hero that you can get from the Skybreaker as a core hero traces hero or as a legendary hero traces hero. So that is worth keeping in mind. This is a hero that you need to buy from the hero store or get from events or something else in the game at a later point. But of course we started out losing him here in the clip, but that is what it is. I really just wanted to go in here to show you guys a little bit about how his abilities work, how the rotation, the cycle between his two special abilities are. Now, we can poison things with other abilities, and both of these abilities double tap and the other work based on poison. If you have poisoned the target, they deal more damage. So we can poison with Viper that I talked about in the previous video, and look at that, dealing absolutely insane amounts of damage. Now we have the double stab, like I mentioned before. He has these two different special abilities, one poisoning the opponent and double poisoning it if it is mocked, and the other ability actually mocking the opponent. So if you can special attack on the same opponent within a few turns, you're gonna be dealing even more crazy bonkers damage. So no matter how you use this hero, he will deal crazy amounts of damage, and he can double strike both when using his special ability and also when he basic attacks. And it just adds for crazy damage. The poison feature that we have now is that poison ignores defense and shields, so you can just demolish things completely if you get high amounts of poisons in. Alright guys, I'm not entirely sure how the cutting's gonna be on this, but I wanted to go in and play through a little bit more of Forgotten Lands. I went in with I wanted to make a demo of his ability. I'm not entirely sure if I got that done or not, but I kind of wanted to try to push to the Gabriel with these different assassins that I'm going to be looking into. I decided the weekend was going to be Poison Assassin weekend because 181.1 of the game was really poison equals crazy, and assassin heroes default poison on their basic attacks, which is pretty cool. So I want to be looking into the different assassins that we have, mainly nature and black element ones, and so far things are peachy. As you can see, I'm only down half of my heroes, so what could possibly go wrong? I'm playing with Spirit Caller Melfina just because it was a recent hero in the hero store. It's like her or Lifebringer Celicia. Bad thing about Spirit Column Elfina is she kind of occupies a commander slot, but on the other hand, she has both shielding, healing, and mass revival, and also resurrection in one. But as you can see here, we have the double stab ability. If you read at the different ability informations that we have one that deals like 300% damage and one that deals 400% damage, both dealing 2 attacks. Then we have one that mark a target, and another one that poisons the opponent but deals double poison damage if the target is already marked. Double poison damage, that is what we want. The tricky thing is to be able to land 2 special attacks from the same hero onto the same target, because the amounts of damage we deal are already crazy. So you can almost only do it when you're up against bosses, which is why another reason why I'm taking this crazy Venomous Deathmaul into Forgotten Lands 22.11.1. I love playing in here. We have loads of different opponent types, elements, a lot of different like strategies you can use in the rooms, but we also actually have opponents that are like tough enough to survive. Like, look at that. I mean, that was 1,000,000 damage. Like, how crazy is that? Just stacking 1,000,000 damage. The amount of poison that's gonna be taking is, I mean, you won't be facing opponents with that kind of health total when you are just casually grinding the game. So the only place where you're ever gonna be needing this type of power is if you're playing like events where you are capped or where we have high health opponents, or when you're up against super bosses such as in the Forgotten Lands. Double striking with a special that deals 250,000 damage per attack is just unbelievable. Had it been like the other version, it would have been lower damage amounts, but we would have poisoned the opponent on top of it. Just crazy, like absolutely bonkers, or double poisoned it even. 194,000 damage from poison. I mean, it's insane the amount of damage that we are getting with this poison. I love when they give us power in the game, but I do feel this new poison is perhaps a little bit over the top. I'm not asking for a nerf. I'm just a little bit afraid of what it's gonna be when they start throwing it our way, when we're gonna be facing Deathmaul opponents. I mean, we already have Viper as an opponent. We have some pretty nasty poison opponents in the game already, but we haven't been facing that many of them. Just by facing heroes like Claire and the Scythe heroes that ignore defense, that has been tricky enough already. But what we have now with the poison, once they're gonna be like pouring that our way, it's gonna get really tricky. I brought in Razor this time around. My plan for my weekend videos was to look into and demonstrate a new assassin in each video, trying to cram them all into a single team in the end, so that I just continuously stack more and more poison into a team. So in my first video I had Viper, now I have included the Venomous Deathmaul. The cool thing about using Deathmaul with Viper is that if I start by using Viper when I'm attacking, the targets will already be poisoned when the Deathmaul attacks with his special ability, and then he will deal more damage. So they synergize very well together. Having like another assassin on top of Deathmaul or next to him, or like however you guys prefer that kind of stuff, is amazing. It really boosts up his damage by those 60%, making it really cray. And we do like our cray. Oh yes, we do. And I know you cannot get Venomous Deathmaul right now, and even if you could, you may not be interested in him. He's not one of those, do you need this hero? No, you don't. It's a fun hero. He's gonna go into the monster pit as soon as I'm done with these videos. They all are. I mean, the Viper, the Deathmaul, all of the heroes I'm gonna be looking into, the assassin classes are amazing if you need to push past tough battles in the game. But it's no big secret, I completed them all, and I'm in it for a grind. I just need to get like the last thing from the monster pit, so I don't need these heroes. Even in here, as you guys saw, I dealt 1,000,000 damage with a single double strike. I mean, Razor can clear these as well. I could go in here with Gabriel and Blade Dancer Claire, so I just wanted to pull them out of my monster pit to demonstrate how they are working, but they're not offering anything I need in the game, and they're not in any way required for you to complete the game, for win the game. They just offer like their own types of synergies, fun gameplay. It's a bit of a tribe to be able to play with these poison themed assassins, and it's a new mechanic in the game, or an updated mechanic anyway, meaning that I think is really fun. And right now it is also probably the most powerful thing that we have. So if you need to push past something in the game, definitely consider assassins right now with the 181.1 update of the game. But now we have Gabriel, and the cool thing about poison is like that crazy ability. It will ignore defense and it will ignore shields, and in the Gabriel room we have a lot of shielding because we have Mira and Sarah that boost up shields, and we have the machine servants that will boost up shield of the of Gabriel when they die. So it can be impossible to spank him down if you don't have crazy amounts of power. But look at what poison does to him. It just penetrates everything, just dripping him down to completely nothing in a split second. So Gabriel and poison is a very viable combo. So if you're lacking power in the Gabriel room, go poison. That was pretty much what I had to share in this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. As always, thank you very much for watching, sharing, liking, subscribing. I absolutely love the support you guys are showing me. For now, guys, thank you very much for watching.